So Al Swettenham,
Yes.
aka Geek Boy.
Well, I come from quite a sort of musical family.
Are you sort of a perfectionist? Are you sort of that one note isn't right, that one sort of link isn't right? How do you feel about that kind of thing?
I hope I strike a good balance, actually, because I think it is really good to have high standards, and I can be a bit of a perfectionist, and I will really kind of try and go through stuff with a fine-tooth comb. On the other hand, I know people who are such perfectionists that they've been working on like the same 4 tracks for like 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
And I actually think that you improve much faster as a producer if you finish stuff and move on. And I'll listen to tracks that I did 6 or 12 months ago, and I'll think, wow, I'm doing way better stuff than that now.
What's your deal? So obviously you've publicised yourself. I know that certain blogs have helped you out, and there's Sorted Sound, which is the website. Is there sort of an online record label that you're signed to, anything like that? What's the sort of status? What's the situation?
My EP that's coming out on like the 1st of June, that's coming out on Sorted Sound, and that will be the first kind of not free release that I've done for a little while, because I'm very keen on the idea of giving stuff away for free, and I'm still going to keep doing that. I mean, I've got a track coming out on the 13th of May, and that'll be just a free download through the Sorted Sound blog.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I guess, on the one hand, you want to be able to sell your stuff, but on the other hand, you want it out there so people are hearing about it and recognising it and being drawn to you. So I guess it's sort of finding a balance. And I mean, these days you don't need to be signed, you don't need an agent necessarily, you can just get stuff out there on your own. So it all makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
And also your style, it kind of ventures off slightly as well, doesn't it? Because remember I mentioned to you that I really like haunted houses.
Yeah, which was quite a kind of different track for me.
Which is a track, it's not that I just like haunted houses.
Yeah.
Well, I actually do.
To clarify.
But yeah, no, it's sort of got a slightly different vibe, hasn't it, to your other stuff?
Yeah, I guess it's got a slightly more kind of almost burial-esque kind of vibe. I mean, and maybe I should have done it under a different alias or something like that, but it was partly just because that particular vocal sample in it that's from like a talk given by a guy called Peter Rollins, I really wanted to use that, and that wouldn't really have worked in a track that was more kind of happy, chirpy, future-based kind of thing. Yeah,
because I kind of liken you slightly to people like Subfocus in parts. Not all of your stuff. And then you've got people like Deadmau5, Afrojack, Eric Prydz. What do you think of all those people? Nero? Are you into all that, or do you feel like you're sort of separate from that genre?
I hope that within that, I'm kind of carving out my own niche as well, because I think there are certain things that I hope kind of make my tracks distinctively Geek Boy-y.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm just because I like that's the sort of style of music you produce. That's kind of other similar artists that I wonder if I sort of like the same as you.
I saw Nero live quite a few years ago. Well, I saw them DJ kind of just before they got super big. They were actually supporting Deadmau5. And I think I actually enjoyed their set more than Deadmau5. I thought they were brilliant.
Yeah, I've never seen them live. I saw Subtract last year, and I'm really into Touch Sensitive. Do you know them?
No, I don't.
Him or them. Look them up. They're really good. It's a bit kind of more chilled. So what are you listening to at the moment?
I'm listening to a lot of kind of, I guess, artists that you'd put in that kind of future bass category, like Pusher, like Wave Racer, Pyramid Plaza. I'm really into his stuff. You should check him out. He's really good.
I've never heard of that one, but yeah.
Yeah, and other people. It's cool because when you start to kind of, I guess, discover that you're part of a community and you discover other people. like Sci-Fi. I've recently got into, and she's a super talented Japanese producer who's also based in Manchester.
Oh right, okay.
She's really cool because she's kind of found a way of kind of fusing that whole kind of future bass kind of sound with a kind of new disco / J-pop kind of sound and kind of kawaii vocals and that sort of thing. So she's super talented.
You've collaborated, haven't you, with her? Or have you not?
I'm hoping to collaborate with her in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe on a couple of tracks because she's a vocalist as well. We're thinking we might do a track where she does guest vocals on one of my tracks, but we'll also maybe do a producer collaboration as well.
Well, that brings me actually to my next question, which is, are you a vocalist?
Do you know what?
Because there's a guy on some of those tracks, and I don't know, is it you, is it not, is it, I presumed it was.
If a year ago I would have totally said no, but more recently I've become slightly more confident about putting my own vocals on tracks. I mean, always heavily processed because I don't think I'm a fantastic singer and very heavily tuned, and I mess with the formats and stuff, so it doesn't necessarily always sound like me.
Well, who's Elle Swettenham?
Oh, she's my sister.
I wondered. Okay, so my two theories here, because one of my favourites of yours is it Falling Down?
Yeah,
with her. Okay, so I've done my research, and
you really have.
I'm
impressed.
See, I told you. No, but that is one of my favourites, and I had two theories. She's either related to you, or it's you, but you've done something with the voice and called yourself Elle instead of Al.
Yeah, I did. I actually did wonder if people would think that.
Yeah.
But no, she's my little sister, and she sings in a band called Nazarene, which they've only just kind of got started, and they're based in Leicestershire, so they've just kind of done their first few gigs and stuff. They're very different to me. They're kind of sort of influenced by Fleetwood Mac and people like that. But yeah, she's super talented as well. She's got an amazing voice.
I was going to say, so that's both of you on that track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favourite of yours.
Well, thank you very much.
Definitely, you can tell her that. So you have a lot of work that you've sort of released just as Geek Boy, but you've also got collaborations and remixes as well. I noticed a lot on your SoundCloud Creep.